Hello my lovelies, this is a reading for the new moon in Aquarius, which is today the 4th of February. So I just wanted to put out a little something out there for you all to get an idea of how this energy is going to affect you. And it isn't just for one day, it can bounce right through to the next new moon in March. And new moons are always about planting seeds, so if there's something that you would like to get moving and grooving with this year, say you've had some ideas in the past, this is an excellent day to be creative, to put some energy into planting some little seeds and watch how they grow. Now the energy of Aquarius, it's ruled by the planet Uranus, and Uranus is a huge outer planet, and it affects change. So it forces us into changing direction, changing ideas. Uranus can also be about drastic change and surprises. It rules electricity, it rules earthquakes, and it rules the media and groups of people. So if you've been thinking about joining a group of like-minded folks, or setting up a group, and you want to get your words out there, again, this is an excellent day to start and to publish and to show people what you can do. So I've chosen you a few little oracle cards, and we see how they all meld together with the energy of today. Now the first one is lovely. I get the theme of this new moon energy is about relaxing and letting go, because I feel that January for an awful lot of people was feeling quite restricted, and for some people physically, maybe being housebound or thought bound, or bound to a situation where they felt wasn't that flexibility to move and to get up and out and beyond what was holding them back. So this is lovely. This is the little angel of play, and there's two little angels on the beach kicking about a beach ball with the sun shining on them. So for some of us, it's a bit chilly to be outside on the beach kicking a ball around, but the energy of this is tapping into that inner child, that lovely young part of ourselves, that you can put something down, just leave it. When you go back to it, you'll be refreshed, you'll have a sense of exhilaration and exuberance, and you can pick it up again with this brand new energy. So over this next week or so, make sure that you have some playtime. Make sure that you can, if it's too chilly to go outside, then make time to play inside. Get some friends around, do board games, or using your creative energies to write or to draw or to sketch. There's colouring in books you can use, but something that will really take your mind off anything that you've been finding very difficult to work through. And once you're focusing on something else, that's usually when a solution comes to whatever you are wanting an answer for. So it's about not fighting the situation around you. Take your energy away from it, go and play, have some friends round, cook a nice meal, have a glass of wine if you're that way inclined, or go and play with some kids. Because once you get into that lovely childlike mode with things, time disappears and you're just focusing on the now. Then we have a self-mastery card, and it is flexibility. So the ability to flex, move, and a motion that you might not have had previously, but it's pointing in a totally different direction. So Aquarius is also the inventor, the ones that are able to just pluck ideas from the ethers and run with it and manifest something. So if you have an ability just to come up with ideas, the energy of this new moon is about running with it and actually manifesting something. So sometimes we can just let these ideas float around in the ethers. You might have a little bit of a tug at things, but this is really tugging it right down into you, through your crown chakra, into your heart, and finding a way of bringing it to life. So if you have daydreams, or if you have an attitude that isn't totally focused on something that you'd really like to manifest, this energy today and in the coming weeks will help you to focus and bring something to life. So whether that's a project, whether that's a group idea, or whether it's even a child, is being flexible in your ideas. So when we're inflexible, we don't take into account what other people are saying or thinking, or their opinions. So this is about listening to what other people have to say. If it truly doesn't resonate with you, then you can discard it. But if there's just one little seed among what other people say, then maybe you can add that to your ideas, making you flexible. So what this says is, I let myself flow with situations. As a master, I am not flustered or stressed by difficulties. I let everything go, passing through me like water through my fingers, which is another lovely analogy of that childlike energy. So when you're playing in the little pools by the sea, and the rock pooling and that sort of thing, is to let the water flow through your fingers. So holding on to something that really feels right, that can feel solid, and you can add to, but anything else, just let it pass through your fingers. So there's two energies there with the play card and the flexibility of playing with ideas, playing with energies. And it's sometimes when you're in that mode that the most wonderful ideas can come to you, because you're not using your left brain, which is all logical and all the fine detail, and trying really hard to figure something out. When we're playing and when we're being flexible, then you're using that right brain. And the right brain is all about intuitive insights and that ability just to go with that flow and allow things to come in and flow away, and come in and flow away. And then discerning what ideas will work and discarding the rest. There's lovely energy too from these medicine cards, these beautiful animal medicine cards. This has come up quite a lot recently in the general readings, and also in some private readings. The deer energy, and she's a beautiful little creature. And the story goes that her heart was so pure, and she was so unafraid. Great Spirit called to her to come and see him at the top of the mountain. So she set off along the path, but a great demon, an ogre, was guarding that path and didn't want her to meet Great Spirit. And so he jumped out and tried to frighten her. But because her heart was so pure, she said, "Please let me pass." And again, he tried to scare her, and others would just have dropped dead with fear or run away. But he didn't frighten her, and she carried on. And her heart was, as I say, so pure that the demon started to shrink to the size of a walnut. And so Deer managed to carry on with her journey to meet Great Spirit. So the energy of this beautiful creature is with you in this lovely new moon. And it's saying, be gentle with yourselves. So whatever situations you have around you, is not pushing yourself too hard, or beating yourself up, or criticizing yourself. Just be gentle with yourself, and know that when you put your heart into situations, and when you can find that wholeheartedness, then things will shrink to the size of a walnut around you. So if anybody's trying to scare you or bully you, or to diminish you in any way, rather than taking on that fear factor, is to be able to see the other person or the situation around you and just send lots of loving thoughts to them. I know it sounds a bit strange, But that is the best way to dispel anyone who has come into your energies, and then their sense of their own power will diminish. The number 4 on the card in numerology is about balance. So if you think of a table, it has 4 legs. So if things have been a little bit wobbly around you and you feel the need to get really grounded, again, this is a wonderful number to have. It also is limitation, order and service. So sometimes we can limit ourselves to what we think we can have in our lives. Everything is out of order, and we're serving everybody else. So that's the negative side of number 4. But in the positive, we are limitless, and everything is in order, so it's in divine order. And you must serve yourself before you serve others. You cannot give from empty pots. It's very vitally important with this this theme and this energy that's running through, because there are such huge shifts and changes coming onto the planet, affecting all of us in various different ways, is to be gentle, to have that sense of, if you're feeling a little bit shook up, or if you're feeling a great deal shook up, be gentle with yourself. I know that for myself and various other people I've spoken to, some of the symptoms of this awakening or ascension energy includes insomnia, being unable to sleep, having restless legs, feeling a little bit anxious or lonely. So with this lovely dear energy is saying, be aware of these symptoms, but call upon this beautiful gentleness of the deer to see you through, to help you through whatever it is you're experiencing. And that ability to play. So even if it's just for, you go for a walk and you come across someone with a dog, you might not necessarily want to talk to the person, but focus your energy on the dog, because dogs have pure hearts as well. So you might stroke the dog or talk to the dog, and then you end up talking to the owner. And then a conversation can ensue from that. So you're not putting yourself necessarily in a threatening situation. You're just spending a little time in nature, looking at what is around you, and you may be very surprised as to what the owner of the dog says to you. It might be just what you need to hear. So we have a little really dear card. There you are. And it says, be gentle with yourself and offer kindness to all living things. So if you see a dog and you like dogs, you can pat it or stroke it, or a cat, you can stroke a cat, or whatever comes into your environment. Because when we focus on animals, that is just coming from this lovely heart energy of unconditional love. Dogs give us unconditional love. Cats, well, but if you feel drawn to having that need to find some sort of comfort, and you are feeling too sensitive to be around people, then when you go for a little walk in nature, you might tune into the birds. They might have a nice bird song for you. Just getting this sense of, if you are feeling anxious or fearful about something, allow that energy to go down through your body, out through your feet, like there are roots growing, and it just seeps down through the roots of your feet and down into Mother Earth. And there it can be transmuted and changed. So when you take your steps home, you'll be feeling a lot lighter. Now, another part of this theme, which I think is lovely, these are Archangel cards. And here we have Archangel Gabriel. And Gabriel is a messenger. He gave a message to Mother Mary and to her cousin Elizabeth that they were going to be mums, going to have babies. So when Archangel Gabriel shows up, this is a message that wishes to come to you from the divine or your higher self or infinite mind, whatever you'd like to call it. And if you've been waiting for a message, then this is confirmation that something is coming, something's going to show up. And if you have a desire to create something, like I said, we're planting a seed on this new moon, then creative writing is one of the best ways to start the manifestation rolling. So you can have a journal or just a blank sheet of paper and just start to doodle and put a few words down. And each day, every day, just add a few more. And when you get into that zone with creative writing, time just disappears and the words just flow. And as I said at the beginning, when you get into that childlike state with the play and the flexibility and this beautiful deer energy, then you would be amazed at what actually comes from the pen or the pencil onto the page. And if there are things that you would really like to shift out of your life to make room for new things to come in, you can perhaps make a little list of things that you like to say goodbye to, and then burn it, and then make another list. So these are your new moon wishes. And this is a lovely way to put out there to the universe what you would like to have come into your life. Now, one of the most important things about new moon wishes, or any wishes that you put out there, that it is always, always written in the now, not in the past, not in the future. So if you want a lovely new career, you would not put, I want a lovely new career. On your list, you would put, thank you for my wonderful new career. Thank you for my lovely new colleagues. Thank you for my amazing salary. Thank you for this incredible opportunity to show my skills, talents, and abilities. So putting it in the now, you are acknowledging that it's already here. And you just watch how swiftly things start to show up. We need to make room for new things. So you might like to go through some old stuff in your home, have a bit of a declutter. And as you get rid of those things, you are mentally opening up other areas in your life to let new things come in. And then we're going to finish off with a well-being card. These are from the pack, Esther and Jerry Hicks well-being cards. And they're the teachings of Abraham, and they're based on the law of attraction. So I'm going to shuffle the pack and we'll see what comes up. This is a very exciting energy with this moon. And for the last 4 new moons, they've all come in at 15 degrees. And the last 4 full moons, and we'll have a full moon on the 19th, are all coming in at 0 degrees. So the 0 point is new beginnings. So for 5 months, we're going back 3 months of last year, it's been about reset buttons, new beginnings, letting go of the past. And the new moons being at 15 degrees, and 15 is the halfway point. So if you think that each sign has 30 degrees, 12 times 30 is 360. So 15 degrees is the halfway point. So with this new moon today being at 15 degrees, on some level we are at the halfway point of certain aspects of our lives. So with the Aquarian energy, Aquarius is about the future. It's about revolution, how we make the necessary changes in our lives. Oh, there we are, one's dropped out. So this is like a big pat on the back for us all, that we're already halfway to what it is we wish to manifest. Oh, this is lovely. This is another card that's shown up in a lot of readings for February. So it wants to show up again for us all. There we are. This is a glorious time for me to be on this earth. So whatever it is we all came to this planet to do, there's this amazing group energy, which is what Aquarius energy is all about. It's group energy. It's spreading the word. It's letting people know about all of these new beginnings. And if you see a little dude there on the edge of the earth, and then the sun, and these beautiful corona energies. So when the sun sends out these huge explosions of energy, it actually comes to us and ignites things in our lives. And we've had quite a few of these things going on last year. Sunspots and solar flares. And it's the sun is associated with our heart energy. And it's about opening that up. So igniting our courage and our sense of why we came here. This is a glorious time for me to be on this earth. And on the back it says, you are extensions of source energy here in these magnificent physical bodies. The amazing diversity of your time-space reality provides the perfect balance from which to create and attract. There has never been a better time to be upon your planet. So for all of us, this amazing diversity of ideas, of colours, of creeds, how we can all bring that together, and using the energy of this lovely new moon to create whatever it is that you would like. So I hope that's been of some help to you all. It is a glorious time for all of us to be on planet Earth. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing and liking. If any of you would like to have a private reading with me, the details are in the box below. If anyone would like to have a drawing with your spirit guide, this is the sort of thing that I do. And also my inspirational art. So this is a painting that I did for a gentleman, and these were the colours that he was wearing. So usually I ask you for your 3 favourite colours, which I mix with sacred water from Glastonbury Chalice Well, and also Vibhuti, which is sacred ash. And then when I put them on the canvas, we see what shows up, usually creatures and faces and such like. So whoever views the paintings, they will get a blast of healing energy. So again, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the 14th. I'm going to be doing a Valentine's reading on the 14th. So bye for now.